watching Entertainment Las Vegas Style with your host, Entertainment Ambassador Tony Sacca.
There's no other place like Las Vegas to see, no other place like Las Vegas to be, where beautiful mountains surround the town, your dreams and fantasies are all around. The lights are so bright, they stand so high in the sky, so let you know there's gonna be a show in Las Vegas, one our town.
Entertainment Las Vegas Style features the hottest headliners, celebrities, and performers, and the most exciting production shows from the entertainment capital of the world. This is Entertainment Las Vegas Style. At his Las Vegas home, we spoke with the renowned actor and artist, Tony Curtis.
I got to tell you how cool Tony Curtis is. In 1960, when the Temptations did the Ed Sullivan Show, David Ruffin wore the Tony Curtis. Now, how does a white Jewish guy from the Bronx become the idol of the black guys in the 60s, and they all wore the Tony Curtis? How did you ever heard
Well, I
that?
wasn't the idol of the white-skinned Gentile boys. The black boys loved me, and certain ethnic groups did. They loved me. American immigrants loved me. People who had come over from the First, Second War, their children loved me because I represented them to them maybe the fact that you could come from nowhere, no education, where your religion was laughed at, where if you were handsome you were in trouble, you were a homosexual, and your family was broke and you lived in the back of a tailor store. You were perfect for stardom.
So growing up in the streets of the Bronx, I grew up in South Philadelphia. I grew up in the ghetto. My father was a butcher. My mother worked in a tailor shop. You know, I had that. Like,
Nice.
You know, I had that have to prove myself.
Good for you. That's a good element, a good drive you had.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, that's your foundation, isn't it?
Well, that's the nature of the man I am. It's got nothing to do with my family life. The fact that my father was a tailor, and we lived at the back of the tailor store and I shined shoes, and nothing more than experiences. They're nothing more than a little venue in a movie. Get a shot of him shining shoes, get a shot of him delivering clothes, get a shot of his father ironing clothes. You know, they don't make a character, they don't make a person. They're just occupations. So I never thought of it that way. Shining shoes didn't demean me. Delivering clothes for my father didn't demean me. Helping women carry their goods from the Bloomingdale's department store to a cab or a car that was there didn't demean me. You know?
When you were that little boy shining shoes, you didn't know you were going to be the great actor that you
I
are
had
today.
no idea of nothing.
So,
Sitting here talking to you, I have no idea of nothing. I hope when I grow up, I'll be a shoe shine boy.
you have played so many great roles. And in
Thank you.
1953, when you did Houdini,
Right.
when I watched it years ago when I was a kid, I say to myself, I wonder if Mr. Curtis, where did he put his head when you think about trying to be the great Houdini?
Right.
What a role to have.
Yeah.
How did you, what was going in your
Well,
head to be the great Houdini?
I've made 140 movies in my life. Every conceivable kind of player.
Yes,
From Houdini to Albert DeSalvo.
I know, and I wonder.
And all the parts in between. I
Yes.
played women, men, I played children. I've been everything in movies. And what do? I realize that acting is a game. I'm not an actor. Okay? Maybe let's get rid of the word acting.
Okay.
I'm not. I would like to think of myself as an observer of life. And I'm able to not impersonate people like some bad impersonators do.
Right.
Oh, that's who they are because they were around on the stage and then they're going to tell you who they are.
Right.
I'm not talking about that.
Right.
I'm talking about little bits of life, stick them together, and all of a sudden out comes a character. Houdini. Out comes the character, the Boston Stranger, Albert DeSalvo, Sidney Falco in Sweet Smell of Success, Joey in Some Like It Hot. All of these people emerge out of me. I empty myself, Tony. I empty my head. I don't think about nothing. I don't worry about my wives or businesses or my children. I don't worry if I got the part or didn't get it. You
Yeah.
got it? I shut it all out. It's an experiment you've got to learn how to do. Hypnotize yourself. Get yourself in such a position that everything clears out. And all of a sudden, there you are. How good these sound.
Oh,
Can you feel it?
oh. He just gave me the chill.
All of a sudden, you become that person, you know, without working at it.
Did you like Spartacus, though? Did you like doing that?
Yeah, I loved it because I got to say it. I am Spartacus. You remember that?
Yeah.
I was the guy in the tub with Larry Olivier. All my parts got interesting connection. I was killed by Kirk Douglas.
I remember that.
I killed him in the Viking.
Yeah.
So I got funny little connection.
I know people always ask you about putting the dress on, but that
No, I wasn't embarrassed at all.
with the something like it hot. Did you love the experience?
I loved it.
Yeah.
There was nothing frustrating about it.
No, I think it's great. You probably get more Marilyn Monroe
I
questions.
do indeed.
I'm not going to go there because
I
we
do
don't have
indeed. Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little of one.
to. Okay, good.
We did that love scene in Some Like It Hot where she's laying all over me, on top of me. And finally, at the end of the sequence, we had one more last shot where she grinded me and looked at me. And she said to me, she said, I didn't hurt you, did I? And I said to her, it would have killed an ordinary man.
More from Tony Curtis after this.
There's no other place like Las Vegas to see.
Direct from Las Vegas, Gambler's General Store, the largest gambling merchandise store in the world, is now offering fabulous World Poker Tour chipsets in gorgeous gift cases. They have a large variety to choose from and the lowest prices. And now, while supplies last, a World Poker Tour complete Poker Tour chipset, regularly $119.95, now only $55.77. Call now to order or stop by, located 8 blocks from the Golden Nugget. Gambler's General Store for all your gaming needs. You're watching Entertainment Las Vegas Style. We continue our conversation at the Las Vegas home of the accomplished actor and artist, Tony Curtis.
You know, Tony, I've seen you so many times around Las Vegas. I've not ever seen you one time not smile. You walk around, you're always happy to see
Thank you.
people, always laugh. That's reminding me, the last 25 years in town I've been seeing in Las Vegas, always have that positive smile about you all the time. You know?
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like to express to people the joy and pleasure and the privilege to be me. Because it is,
You're always smiling.
you know.
I've never seen you
Well,
do
thank
anything
you.
but be pleasant to people.
To me, it's a natural
Yeah.
way to be. And this is what I feel as a member of CAST is my obligation.
Wow.
What are my obligations? To smile, to make other people happy,
Right.
to step into a room and give them an open feeling.
That's right.
What else would a performer be but that?
That's right. The energy that you have.
Energy is a good expression of it.
Energy. It's your energy. Tony, why Tony? From Bernard Swartz to Tony.
I've always liked the name Tony. Not because it sounds Italian or because it sounds ethnic. I liked it because of the quickness it takes to be who you are. Tony. Tommy takes a little more emphasis.
Yes.
Dick takes a little short shot. If you examine names, you'll come to incredible conclusions about
Right.
why people are called what they are.
Right. So you picked Tony and
I
you put
picked-
Curtis.
I picked Curtis. At first, they wanted to call me Tony Street, S-T-R-E-E-T, because I came from the street, I guess. But I didn't like the name, and I shopped around, and I had an uncle on my father's side that I had never met, whose name was Kertész, K-E-R-T-E-Z. And there was a film director, Michael Curtiz, and another guy, George Cukor meaning sugar. Kertész, all came from the word sugar.
Right.
So I took the name Kertész, and I changed it to Curtis. So I said, Tony Curtis, sounds good to me.
Your artwork.
Yes.
I'd like to touch on your artwork. Each one of your paintings is a special touch of who you are, right?
Well, now that you know me, now you know that each one of those paintings
Yes.
came out of my guts.
Right.
I have learned a way of doing it. I couldn't do it if I didn't learn it. If I didn't learn how colors go together, how to make a line that represents something. So that in itself is a way of life. You see all of these paintings. That's what I do up here on the hill. I paint a lot. I'm going to have a big art show at MGM Grand in June, end of June, near the end of June. Kirk Kerkorian, my friend, and many of the people at the hotel have been kind enough to give me one on my 80th birthday. God bless you. I'll be June 3rd, my 80th, but the room that we want is going to be occupied. So we're going to go there on the 26th, 25th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 5 days. They're going to give us one of the big ballrooms, and all of my paintings are going to hang around me.
Some of your artwork, your favorite artworks, may I just ask you a couple of your favorite pieces?
Please do. I have one there called Rosebud, which is a little bit of Maryland. I like still lives. I like interior of rooms, because in an interior of room, I not only have an inside of a room with whatever attracts you on the table, but there's always a window open, a landscape.
Right.
And if you look at those paintings there, look outside the window there, and you see the same thing.
Right.
Inside of a window,
Right.
you got a landscape.
Right.
I just like to do tables with goods on it, tables that we all use.
Please.
Goods that we coffee cups, bottles of wine, flowers. There's some goldfish in a bowl. And put them in a harmonic way, a way that is pleasant and kind to you, and then give them a window with light shining through. Anyway, listen, I do this to amuse myself, Tony. I'm not trying to teach anybody anything.
No, but this is an intangible gift coming from...
Well, wherever it comes from. It's been really a pleasure talking with you.
Yes.
I'm so glad we got to know each other.
Yes. Yes. Now, I see you so much out, and I always shake your hand. I always say hello to you. And it's
So
about
we'll see
time.
each other again soon.
Thank you so much.
There's no other place like the place to see.
Legends.
Music is a word.
Concert. At the Imperial Palace Hotel and Casino, where the biggest names in show business come alive nightly. Live music, no lip syncing. The original Celebrity Tribute Spectacular. 794-3261 or call toll free only at the Imperial Palace Center Strip.